7-Eleven Malaysia Holdings Sdn Bhd is known as 7-Eleven. The company also called as Heartland Ice, Tottenham Stores and Southland Corporation. Furthermore, the typical outlet is small in size and carries a limited stock of food, drinks, and other high turnover products, but stays open long hours. The first 7-Eleven was opened in Kuala Lumpur that was incorporated in June by the Anta Holding. Although a subsidiary of the Tokyo-based 7&I Holdings, 7-Eleven is headquartered in Dallas. This company has filed with Bursa Malaysia. Moreover, the management is not worthy. 7-Eleven always greet their customers with a smile, and even a conflict occurs with suppliers for providing low-quality products. The managers are able to resolve their conflicts. The change name was changed due to the reflect of the company's name, which is extended hours. In Malaysia, 7-Eleven Day is celebrated on 7 November instead of 11 July, which is the official birthday of the 7-Eleven convenience store.
These are the list of 10 largest shareholders in 7-Eleven companies as at 31 March 2022. The first one is MSAT nominee Sdn Bhd. It is pledged securities account by MBAN Berhad for Vincent Tan Chi Yun. The percentage of issue capital is 21.10%. And the second one is HSBC nominee Sdn Bhd. It is exempt for JP Morgan, Chase Bank, National Association, Singapore JPMPB. The percentage of issue capital is 20.61%. And the third one is Amanah Trusters Berhad. It is as beneficial owner TASP/T1, and the percentage of issue capital is 8.49%. And the fourth one is Pertubuhan Keselamatan Sosial. The percentage of issue capital is 4.53%. And the fifth one is Inter-Pacific Equity nominee Sdn Bhd. It is exempt and for Inter-Pacific Assets Management Sdn Bhd. The issue capital of the percentage of issue capital is 4.51%. And the sixth one is CIMB Group nominee Sdn Bhd by Pembangunan Sumber Manusia Berhad. The percentage of issue capital is 4.44%. The seventh one is KIMSAT nominee Sdn Bhd by CIMB for Lim Wee Chai. The percentage of issue capital is 3.93%. And the eighth one is MSAT nominee Sdn Bhd by RCE Factory Sdn Bhd. It is for Hong Kong. And the percentage of issue capital is 3.83. And the ninth one is Inter-Pacific Equity nominee Sdn Bhd. It is Inter-Pacific Asset Management Sdn Bhd for Koperasi Angkatan Tentera Malaysia Berhad. The percentage of issue capital is 3.26%. And the last one is CIMB Group nominee Sdn Bhd. It is pledged securities account for Berjaya Land Berhad, and the percentage of issue capital is 2.57%.
There is 10 of the directors that I'm gonna explain to you guys. First, we have Datuk Sri Robin Tan Yeoh Ching as the Chairman, Non-Independent Non-Executive Director, and we have Datuk Richard Alexander John Curtis, Deputy Chairman, Senior Independent Non-Executive Director. For Executive Director, Co-Chief Executive Officer, we have Tanu Yu Ming, Wong Wai Keong as the Executive Director, Co-Chief Executive Officer. For non-independent non-executive director, we have 3 people in here: Chan Keh Sing, Sai Zuhan, and Charlotte Myriam. Muhammad Luqman bin Muhammad Musa Elias Hussaini as a non-independent non-executive director. Puan Sri Datuk Sri Rohani Parkash binti Abdullah as an independent non-executive director. Next, we have Dr. Maisato Aini Sahara binti Abdul Malik Saha as an independent non-executive director. And for management team, we have 2 persons in here: Chong Yu Xiang as the Managing Director of Caring Pharmacy Group Berhad. He is responsible for developing strategy, direction and overseeing the business operation of the group. Last but not least, we have So Chan Chu as the Executive Director of Caring Pharmacy Group Berhad. One of his responsibilities include categorizing critical business issues and to develop solutions to improve the existing core applications.
7-Eleven is the first franchisor in local market to offer existing profitable stores to franchises. 7-Eleven shop can be found bustling at over Malaysia, from gas station and LRT station to shopping malls and medical institutions. 7-Eleven offer high quality product. They emphasize product quality so that customers are satisfied. All food items sold at 7-Eleven have halal and haram verification labels. Product at 7-Eleven also undergo strict quality control to ensure deliciousness and freshness. Food products that are easy to process are a key component of the offering found in convenience stores. 7-Eleven will ensure that each of our products has an expiry date and has to remind customers of the last day the product is safe to eat. To offer customers a wider choice of product and service, new product will be added to the shelf every 2 weeks. We produce product without preservative and adhere to health and safety strict standards. Each 7-Eleven store has over 2,200 SKUs, including our brand Slurpee frozen drinks, variety products such as Slurpee, snacks, medicines, and drink. 7-Eleven offer various facilities for customers so that customers are more interested in getting them. 7-Eleven always provide the best service to customers to make things easier for customers. With this, customer will be attracted to use our service. 7-Eleven also provide good service to every customer. Customer will feel comfortable and respect. Every employer at 7-Eleven must provide accurate information to customer so that it easy to understand and not confusing, so as not to cause any problem. Next, responsive service management can ensure the delivery of good service to the need. 7-Eleven provide a complete guide for customers to use its service in an easy to understand way. For example, users can pay Shopee, Touch and Go Reload, bill payment and make payment with credit card and debit card.
Planning is one of the important item in management. So planning have various type of item under it. One of it is vision. So the vision of 7-Eleven is to be the best retailer of convenience. It is because they want to give their customers full satisfaction to do everything that they wish. For example, they provide some free facilities to their customer, such as the parking lot without fees and open free charge toilets for the customer. Besides, the mission is to consistently serve the changing needs of customers for their convenience. For example, 7-Eleven stores sell not only food and beverage, magazines, healthcare products, tobacco, the newspaper, but they also sell 3 meals a day, pre-order code, ATM, and payment services and another financial ticket. Other than that, the goal is to develop high-value products or services, provide exclusively offerings, and to enhance consumers' shopping experience at their stores. Other than that, the plan is to reduce packaging waste with design and eco-friendly packaging. For example, a recyclable Stay Hot coffee cup and private label beverage bottles made from recycled materials. Three strategy pillars that they use is first leading by example by promoting the shift to e-commerce, as well as identifying ways of empowering customers and encouraging green consumerism. Secondly is working with others by build a sustainable partnership with NGOs and other community organizations that will strengthen the resilience of vulnerable communities. Thirdly is they use empowering customers, which is they apply a long-term program that employs practical steps in reducing energy consumption and greenhouse gas emissions. Besides, they also use a standing plan in terms of rules and regulation, which is they apply some values, which is understand, simplify, solve, and connect. For organizing, 7-Eleven organized its company by understanding what needs to be done by them on some problems that they face. The common issue that they always face is about supply chain in the stores. Supply chain is referring to the heart of the business, so they will always work hard to improve the efficiencies and optimizing their logistics. For example, they always ensure consistent fulfillment to the stores. Besides, 7-Eleven also has a legacy in innovation. As a proof, 7-Eleven were the first to operate 24 hours a day, and we offer everyone's favorite frozen beverage, which is Slurpee. 7-Eleven also doing the recruitment process that categorized in staffing. As we know, staffing is under organizing. So what is meant by the recruitment? Recruitment is the process of finding and attracting job candidates who are qualified to fill the job vacancies. Anyone who want to work in 7-Eleven must getting through hiring process, which including 3 stages. First is the application process. The application process involves submitting a 7-Eleven application either via the 7-Eleven application portal, which is online, or in person at a 7-Eleven store that you are interested in working. Secondly is the interview process. After the applicants submit their application forms, it takes few days and up to several weeks to be processed due to high applications each day. After the result come out, the applicants who are eligible will be called for an interview. They must be prepared by analyzing some common questions that always be used in the interview sessions. Last but not least, the telephone interview or face-to-face interview process. The telephone interview for those who are applying for support or corporate positions and who want to open a franchise. During face-to-face interview process, 7-Eleven conducts it more laid-back and conventional style interviews. Many of the questions will be customer service focused on. After the interview, it will take another few days before they get a definitive answer and listed as a final decision. As a conclusion for organizing, 7-Eleven also choose certain factors in order to build a successful organization by following the pattern of structural development as it grows and expands. From this, I know that 7-Eleven use divisional departmentalization. Divisional departmentalization is referring to an organization structure whereby corporate divisions operate as relatively autonomous businesses under a large corporate umbrella. That's all from me.
Control means that the manager develop appropriate standard compare ongoing performance against those standards and take steps to ensure that corrective actions are taken where necessary. They decide to use computing system, usually managed using cybernetic control system. Cybernetic control system is completely self-contained in its performance monitoring and correction ability. There is a 4-step management control system by schema 1996. Firstly, managers have to make objective and standard that they use to understand the objective. When they monitor performance, the standards are divided into 2 types. The first type are output standards that measure performance result in terms quantity, quality, cost, and all type. And the second type is input standard that measure work effort that go into a performance task by schema 1996. Managing second step or quarterly are measuring actual performance. The task here is measuring exactly the performance outcomes input standard. The third step is comparing the result with objective and standard, and the final step is taking necessary action by schema 1996. Therefore, a 7-Eleven Malaysia Holding BHD wants to have a own the pharmaceutical chain Guarantee Pharmacy Group BHD. 7-Eleven said the proposed share purchase is a part of strategy to expand the group's network and diversify its product and customer base, which in turn is accepted to next improve and the group performance.
Back to me again, Alisa Shahira. So to sum up everything, 7-Eleven store is one of the largest household retailers in Malaysia, not only in Malaysia but all around the world. Overall, from January 2020, there were about 70,200 retailers around the world, and 2,411 are located in Malaysia. Customers can visit this business whenever they want because it is always open. In addition to providing a range of services, these convenience stores can help Malaysian economy even more. Moreover, 7-Eleven support the local community, which can increase job opportunity among people who live in Malaysia. Additionally, 7-Eleven will introduce Community Care, a program that focuses on community care, life food initiative, and support a number of non-profit organizations. 7-Eleven use 3 strategic pillars, which is leading by example, working with others, and empowering customers to make sure their vision and mission are fulfilled. Their vision is to be the best retailer of convenience, and their mission is to consistently serve the changing needs of customers for their convenience, which can be followed by other companies to be an example for them. Lastly, by examining the specific management strategy used by 7-Eleven, we learn how crucial controlling, decision-making, communication, change management, human resource management, organizational culture, planning, and management team are for a company to manage itself effectively and employ the most effective methods.
BHD wants to have a own the pharmaceutical chain Guarantee Pharmacy Group BHD. 7-Eleven said the proposed share purchase is a part of strategy to expand the group's network and diversify its product and customer base, which in turn is accepted to next improve and the group performance.
Back to me again, Alisa Shahira. So to sum up everything, 7-Eleven store is one of the largest household retailers in Malaysia, not only in Malaysia but all around the world. Overall, from January 2020, there were about 70,200 retailers around the world, and 2,411 are located in Malaysia. Customers can visit this business whenever they want because it is always open. In addition to providing a range of services, these convenience stores can help Malaysian economy even more. Moreover, 7-Eleven support the local community, which can increase job opportunity among people who live in Malaysia. Additionally, 7-Eleven will introduce Community Care, a program that focuses on community care, life food initiative, and support a number of non-profit organizations. 7-Eleven use 3 strategic pillars, which is leading by example, working with others, and empowering customers to make sure their vision and mission are fulfilled. Their vision is to be the best retailer of convenience, and their mission is to consistently serve the changing needs of customers for their convenience, which can be followed by other companies to be an example for them. Lastly, by examining the specific management strategy used by 7-Eleven, we learn how crucial controlling, decision-making, communication, change management, human resource management, organizational culture, planning, and management team are for a company to manage itself effectively and employ the most effective methods.